So over 10 years later, we decided to make a sequel. Alright, so I have been wanting to do a sequel to Emo for a long time. And for some reason in 2018 it just seemed like the right time to do it. We had just the right amount of people in the area and we were just like, let's have a few drinks and let's try to recreate what we did in the first one. Action! We have Brian, played by Thomas, Sam, played by Smurtle, Nathan, played by Butters, First Victim, played by my wife. I was reprising my role as John, and a Nidiot's original, Eliza, as the new Emo. So just like the first movie, we were just making up the story as we went along. We needed some kind of thing to make it a little bit different from the original. We're like, alright, let's just make the killer a female. Similar to the first movie, we know who the killer is straight away, there's no mystery about it. So it opens with these two people talking about something that happened over 10 years ago, on the 10-year anniversary, because it's set a year earlier. So on the 10-year anniversary, they're having a discussion about that emo that went crazy and killed a bunch of people in a house.
Hey, do you remember the story about that guy? It was about 10 years ago, I think.
So when she says the line, that emo fuck, that triggers something in Jamie, played by Eliza. And she goes ballistic and kills the first victim. Now, there was one deleted scene that we didn't end up fitting into it, which was when she got hit with the stick, she was supposed to shit herself. And I'm going to show you that for the first time ever right now. So she just starts wailing on it, but the funny thing about it is you can tell that she's not even hitting anything. She's just like going like this towards the camera. We'll try to make it seem like she was actually like beating someone up. Like, I was picturing she was going to be swinging like this, not like this. So then opening credits, and by the way, no, we do not own the rights to any of those songs. We're just using them because we have no intention of making money for this movie. So then it cuts to John, who is nameless at this point in the film, because we want it to be a twist that I'm not playing a different character, I'm actually playing the same character, despite you see me get killed. But I figured since I only get choked, I could have survived that. And you find out that he's got this girlfriend that he keeps talking about how much he loves her, and they just met. Now you'll notice that they're smoking a bong in it. That is not actually a bong, it is a cork from a wine bottle and a drinking bottle. And we have Thomas on the side making the sound effects for the bong. So then Butters does this song, alright? And the funniest part about it is we wrote it on the spot, and his delivery with it was actually really funny.
Why'd you leave me for Sam and Brian? Locked them in my bed for hours of work.
So we came up with this line of him apologising that he did what he did, but Sam didn't actually mean it.
Sorry about that, Nathan.
So now Nathan walks out of the shroom and he's on his way outside because he's walking home. So when she hits him, like, she doesn't actually hit him, of course, but the sound effect we use, it's so over the top of a sound effect we hit with. And the fact that it's a two-punch sound effect, but when the first one hits him, it's funny because, it's really that sound effect, but the second sound makes it sound like it's him hitting the floor, but it's just the sound effect of a second punch being thrown in the soundboard that we use. I can listen to that bit all day. Not even days, weeks. And just when I think it's getting old again, wait a month, it's brand fucking new again. So then all of a sudden, Sam is walking outside. And there's no reason why he's walking now. Like, there's no sign of everyone leaving. Like, my character was still in the shed apparently, and then so was the other two, but for some reason they're just gone now. And Sam gets stabbed and he starts running. Now this running scene is just, it's funnier when you were actually there watching them do that in the streets with all the neighbors quiet at like 1 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Play it again, play it again. Okay, now for some reason, we have no idea why we decided this, but Brian is digging a hole to plant a Christmas tree.
All the Christmas trees.
What the fuck is up with that Christmas tree? It makes no sense. Like, he's just digging in the dark. Like, I get it, he's supposed to be high, but it's so stupid. But it works. And what's with that fucking song?
All the ladies on the lead.
So, after like 16 takes of him going, Nathan, 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 we eventually got the shot that we wanted. It was perfect. But then we realized he's been calling him the wrong name the whole time. His name isn't Nathan in the movie. And luckily, we picked up on it while we were filming. So we had this idea, alright, maybe he's just a fucking asshole and he just doesn't remember anyone's name. So when Thomas goes up the wall, he shouts out, by the way, it's fucking Brian. And that was our way of correcting our mistake, because it would have been a massive mistake if we had just left it in the way it was. Okay, the shovel scene. Obviously, in this film, I've evolved a lot with my filming over the years. You know, all the kills in the first one was suffocate the mouth, choke, pasta sauce, and a knife going up and down, and suffocation with... They were very bland kills, and one thing I wanted to do differently was have these a little more elaborate.
Milk and sugar fuckface.
Milk and sugar fuckface? It makes no fucking sense! Maybe if we said milk and cookies, but why milk and sugar? So we came up with the idea of the shovel in the throat. Now, we know from a realistic point of view, if he had got stabbed in the neck with a shovel, gone by the width of the shovel, it would have just taken his head off. It looks so funny seeing this shovel just sticking out of his neck the way it was. And that stupid random shot of just the sauce dripping down, like, that was literally me with tomato sauce just dripping in front of the camera. Okay, so now we go to a little bit earlier in the film where it's set, and it's me there talking, and you find out that my girlfriend I've been talking about is Jamie. And this is also where we reveal that I'm John. I'm telling the story of what happened in the first film, just to tie it all together and make it like, you know, on the 10-year anniversary he came back. But he didn't. So now we go back to present time, and I go out to take a piss, and I trip over Sam. One thing doesn't make sense here. How did I not see him walking forwards, and I tripped over him walking backwards? And the funniest part about it is that the camera pans around and you can see the shovel's just sitting next to him in the dirt. It's not in his neck at all. That's my fault, because I thought, oh, it'll look better if you see my face here. But then when it zoomed down, I didn't think about the fact of the shovel should be on the other side then. Okay, so I go back in and I don't know that she's the killer. And this is where you find out that she was actually dating Jake from the first movie, played by Dion. So the plot there was that Jamie and Jake were deeply in love, they had a fight, he slept with someone else, got her pregnant, and left Jamie. And Jamie has been thinking about it for a long time, and when you think about it more, it actually kind of makes sense. It doesn't go too far away from the plot of the original. Like, it's a stupid plot to begin with, but it makes more sense why Jake is more pissed about his pregnant girlfriend cheating on him in the first film, because he left the love of his life to start a family with this person that he accidentally knocked up. He was ready to take care of his shit, and then because of what she did, it caused this big thing of him killing everyone and getting killed himself. And Jamie blames everyone in that house for what happened to Jake. And because I was one of the ones that survived, she's tracked him down. So I find out, I'm all shocked, and as I go to give her a hug to calm her down, because I'm still having trouble kind of I'm trying to stop her from killing people. I don't know how twisted she really is. So I get stabbed. And that is the end of John. So we think. Because I could still survive that too. You don't know. It's horror movies. So Nathan comes in and he's ready to be the big hero and take down the emo bitch. And he comes in, he's got fire in his eyes. This is gonna be a showdown. You watch. That was anticlimactic. But a fucking good punchline. And then the post-credit scene is Nikolai Kozlov coming back into his house and realizing that everyone had just been slaughtered in his house. And he saw the blood and the shit, which doesn't make sense because we cut it out of the first one. But it was by accident. Now, that's the only part I would probably change out of it. I would probably take that Nikolai Kozlov bit out, but it was a funny little end punchline just to show that we made this film to have fun, and because Nikolai is a big character on the Nidiot's channel, I was like, he has to be in it in some degree.
What the fuck happened to my house?
And yes, I intentionally ended both movies with the same song. So that was my Nidiot Flashback on Emo 2. It's been about 10 months since we filmed it. I hope you enjoyed this little mini story about it. And I'll let you know right now, Emo 3 is on the way. I'm JD. JD out.